Hi guys, welcome back. So you may have seen in the little clip, we bought this plot of land now. And, oh, there goes the train. Yeah, you might have seen we bought this plot of land. And we also bought the little Kubota track thing that we're gonna zoom into. Yeah, so we bought a bit of carpathian, which is excellent. We got up to, I think we're up to about 72,000 land, this little Kubota, and yeah, I think it was a good buy. It definitely means we can get around the map a lot quicker. Yeah, it's part of the Kubota DLC pack, the passenger mod. I think it's a crossover between the John Deere utility truck and the Komatsu, I want to say. I don't need to call it Komatsu. But yeah, so today we're going to look at the contracts again. September 1st. Obviously this ground isn't completely level, but yeah, we own everything right up to this waterway. You know, so we're getting rid of these trees. I think we'll just use the tree harvester on. There's no pine trees hit real significance. And we've got two this side, three this side. Get out. Anyway, humble abode. We have a bath. We have a wardrobe. We have some ladders to a hatch that we'd never go up. Fully functioning kitchen with electrics, a bed and a clothes chest, and a dining table. And that's our home. That's where we'll be living for the foreseeable. Shut it door. Right, on to contracts. Let's have a look. Oh, I also installed, last episode I said I would, I've installed the precision farming. Alright, contracts. We've got a bale in field 10, we've got 2 harvesters of sorghum. But first things first, we're going to do the bale in field 10, and the bills are going to go to the animal dealer, so it isn't miles and miles away. Oh, bit of stutter there. Right, so what have we got? So we've got a front mower, a side mower, a windrow, I want to say, and a baler. And these are awful things. We won't be using these things. We'll be using the Manitou, and we'll just hire a little trailer. I'm not expecting there to be a lot of. This is a dinky tractor too, isn't it? Considering what it's got to do. It's a really small dinky tractor. But yeah, it's just directly ahead of us, field 10. Oh, sorry dude. And we're just gonna run up and down. Yeah, we're just gonna run down, get this done, get the baling done, get it all neat and tidy like. Trying to keep it within field boundaries, we guys get told off. But yeah, that's all we're doing now. We're just baling now. Well, doing the mowing first, then we'll get the baling done. But yeah, it's all about making money. Enough money to have the farm profitable, with the end goal of buying Carpathia's biggest field, and also having that centre, the Carpathian centre. No, so that's the end goal. That's the end achievement. Yeah, so I think combined it's something like nearly 4 million euros. We haven't changed over yet. We are going to change it over. Yeah, last video didn't really do it well. The views were tanked quite a lot. I don't know if it's because you've seen the map, if you're interested in the map, or whatever. But yeah, compared to previous views, but I'm enjoying it. I've gone back to enjoying the game. You know, there's no stress situations where nothing's working or we're having crashes. It's just load the game in and have fun. Now I really do think it might have been a corrupt serve, but the amount of hours I've put into it to get it where it was, and now just decided to walk away. Yeah, so we're just gonna carry on with this really quickly. In the comments right now, no cheating, how many bales do you think we'll make? I envision we're going to make I reckon we're going to make about 10 or 11. Actually maybe more, because we can't go to the massive bale sizes with this. Obviously if it was me using my equipment, it'd be the biggest bales possible. Got the growler pack, which or the growler baler, which is something I've not really looked at. I must say FS Landscapes is doing an amazing job. He released his preview on how far he's got along with Clarkson's farm. If you haven't already, go and give him a follow and watch his videos after this one, of course. But yeah, it's an interesting map, and there's a lot of stories running through your head with that one. With Tom's map, I think he's doing the best he can with the constraints, but I think if you were able to move animals through paddocks, so like right, you know, that cow, you know, or that group of cows, that herd, go in that paddock. And I think in the next generation of farming, whether it be 2024 or whether it be, you know, whenever we're done, obviously they haven't come out and told us if there's going to be a third year yet. I think we'll find out after Christmas if it's going to be a third year. I think it'll be interesting to see if they do incorporate the animals. You know, they take a first step of you know, giving us the cows. You know, back in 19, I think it was. You know, you had your black and white, your black, your brown. And Realism Modern did a fantastic job bringing us seasons. And Giants went, oh well, we don't want to go like that. And not to jump on Giants or anything, but they didn't really utilise it as best as Realism did. I think they just sort of, it was very much how can I put up an offensive? it was very much picked apart. I'm going to use a meal analogy. So it was a 3-course meal. They picked over they filled their face with the starters. So the starters being the time of the year, the crop calendar, stuff like that. Got that spot on. But then because they were so full from the start, they sort of just picked over the remaining bits. So that's probably the animals. You know, the best bit from realisms was like the fact that animals had roles and they had benefits, you know, different types. So I remember there's a certain brand of sheep that didn't produce wool, but it was very prolific in giving birth to young stock, you know. So you might get 4 or 5 sheep out of that one, you know, 2 or 3 or 4 sheep out of that one sheep. There was other sheep that weren't very prolific, but they were just there for wool. And the same with the cows too, you know, your Holsteins that were the queen milkers, and then you had like I think it was Angus he had, which was like your prime beef. But yeah, I know they've brought it over. I know Chisel, can't remember his name. They've brought it over and they've put it on PC for us now. And also it was imported into Valley Springs, which I thought was amazing. But yeah, playing console we don't get these exciting mods. But my question is though, if you can have it in a map and it's allowed, how can you not have the animal system as a mod, you know? You know, I understand the issue around scripts and coding and PlayStation and Xbox not wanting the coding to be shared, or how to install scripts to be shared, but yet, you know, maybe, you know, like maybe, you know, like Giants take it over, you know, Giants make a mod of it. I'd happily pay if Giants took that as a mod and said, right, it's going to be $5.99 or $7.99 and you're going to have baby animals on the farm. We're going to give you 2 new animal types, which is ducks and goats. You know, I'd quite happily pay that. That'd be something I'd pay for. And who knows, you know, maybe in season 3 we'll see that. I've also said for a long time the dog is underutilized. You know, it's just a generic dog. Very much like a placement on the farm. Dogs in the UK are used for herding sheep. I don't know if in America they're used for cattle or anything. But yeah, we have sheepdogs in the UK and they herd sheep. And I think that would be amazing, you know. I know obviously you have the genomics of like where the sheep can roam around, but maybe a dog could push them sheep into a flock or a paddock or some sort of pen where, you know, there's so much more they could have done with the animals, and I think it's something that I would always aim for look at. Let's change out the animal system. Right, we've done that. Let's go and roll some bales up. Put these equipment here. You there. This is a very small tractor. What is it? Fenvera 314. You can see how small this windrower is. You know, kick it into a line, and then we'll run back over the other side. But yeah, it's been a weird old week. I think it's just getting back to normal little skills and skill runs, etc. But yeah, we're gonna get this done, and then I'll join back with you guys when I'm finishing the building. Hi guys, I'm back. I was just reading there, listening to the podcast. And in the podcast, they were about men and needing to be taught how to go dating. And so that shocked me. Like, so they had a phone in about how many, like, so these men obviously are rich. Why is that not that on automatic drop on? What is the bill size? Oh, there isn't one. Not a bill size. Yeah, and I was shocked to read, like, you know, these men are paying to learn how to date, you know? I mean, is it me? Have they not heard of Bumble? Have they not heard of, you know, Tinder? I think are the new ones. But yeah, I remember back when I was a young man, and you know, you caught girls for weeks. You know, you'd go out, you'd go, maybe go to the cinema with them, or you'd go, you know, you'd do something. And these men have been taught a natural instinct. It's like my son the other day. He's been punished for being naughty. So taking away his phone because he was continuously at home from, you know, past the hours that we set out that were reasonable. And yeah, he said, "Oh, can you text so and so to see if they're in?" Now bear in mind, his friend lives across the road. You know, it's... I said, "Oh, go and knock." And his response was, "I wouldn't dare knock on a friend's door." I'm like, in what planet is that normal? Not knocking on a friend's door, you know? So I said to him, that's what I used to do. As a child, you know, I'd be out on my bike and I'd go and knock on my friend's doors to see who was coming out. That's what we do. You know, we didn't have all this technology, and these men are saying like how hard it is to find a date in the real world. It's like by networking, by socializing, by meeting people, you know, by exploring and being interesting things, you know. I think it's crazy how the youth have grown nowadays. You know, there's Instagram and Snapchat and TikTok, you know. I mean, my belief is TikTok. That took off because of the pandemic. Whether that was ill-fated or whether that was, you know, a real reason. But I don't think TikTok would have become as big as it has been if it wasn't for lockdown, you know. And there is some creative people there, you know. Yeah, there's some creative stuff. But yeah, I think lockdown changed the perception of the world we live in massively. Right, this baler is really annoying me. So I think I'm gonna do one more lap, and I think we're just gonna we will go and get a fast baler from the store. Right. Fast baler, please. Where are we going? Balers. Right to the end. And we just want that one. 3,000. What was the contract worth again? I can't know what the contract was worth now. Probably 3,000. 11. So we lost a bit of money. We lost about 4 net. But yeah, it's just that growler pack is awful. Right, we're gonna make the bills bigger. I'll try to set the biggest. And this horse got 12 miles an hour. Come on, sir. Maybe in here. I don't think the tractor's got the horses to pull it. But this will allow us to continuously move. So it gets to about there. I think it's there. Is it there? Is this the one? Yeah. So it allows us to continuously move. But anyway, I'm going to get on with this, and I will see you back very, very soon. Right guys, we're on the home stretch. We're just sort of collecting the last little stragglers. Of the bale. So there is little bits that are going to be here, but that's fine. Don't think I'll make another bale. Yeah, what do we think our score is? I'm reckon I haven't looked, by the way. This is just me guessing. I reckon 20 bales. Should we find out? See, it's not the neatest job. But yeah, definitely. Oh, also I rented this. This windrow because you've just yeah. Right, who's ready to find out how many bales we want? So we got 15 in this one. 15. So keep that number in your head. 15 plus 9. So it's 20... 24. Wasn't far off, I said 20. That's 20 bills. And we've got to go on the field now and collect the bills up. I'm going to attach the flatbed baler to this because I'm not using them horrible things. Yeah, there's no autoload this one's just a general stacky roll. Gotta go and get the telehandler. It's lucky that we're quite so close. I think if we were a bit further away I'd probably opted for do we use the front loader, the bale spike? I think we should. It's only right, and it's only correct that we use the bale spike. That's what it's there for now. Well, there's two here. What? Okay, maybe we won't be using the bill split then. That's interesting. That is very interesting. The bill spike doesn't work. How peculiar. We've not had an update, have we? Have we had an update that stops the bill stay from working? Oh, very random. Right, take two. Nope, even them. Interesting. So it isn't the equipment. This is time to be a very expensive gig, guys and girls. Very expensive indeed. Right, so we might as well go for an auto loader then if we're going to get ourselves that one. Like I say, I'm leasing the equipment, I'm not buying it to keep it down. Obviously I don't have any need for a front loader, so we're leasing the equipment to keep it down. I think all in all it's cost me about four, I'm gonna say. Oh dear, what's happening there? Is that... Oh god. I wasn't expecting that. Is it going to allow 3? Is 3 the maximum? 2 is the maximum. How peculiar where to... I would have thought... Yeah, I would have thought with it been... That's really from me. I'll say this CSZ or CZS pack, absolutely next level stuff, you know. I use the big band handler quite a lot. Are you gonna be... Oh no, don't do that. What the strap? Oh, one's been wrapped anyway. Prove it's salvage, my grass. This is one of them jobs where you wish it was an auto loader. Yeah, but it's really from me how it wants to stack the bills on, which is... Yeah, how it's stacked them has baffled me somewhat. It's also, to be fair, limited me to... I can get on the trailer. Yeah, I suppose I could like try and drop them that way. Would it work? Here's the trying. Nah, they've fluffed it up. Grabbing the larger ones because it will give me more of a idea to us where we will be standing. I mean, I'm not the best stacker in the world. Yeah, I think we're not going to get much more on. We'll bring them over here a bit. Yeah, I think we'll run these down to now. And then we'll have a better understanding of where we're at in terms of completing the contract, because this one's been a bit of a pain. I said about at least certain things that I didn't plan on leasing. But you know, that's the way of the game, you know. It's a bit of life. Oh, so the mission's complete, and we got my brothers, and there is still bales on the field. We're in the money. Definitely in the money. Right, we're gonna go down here because there's obviously more bales down here. Why can't I tab to the front loader? Well, wheel loader, skid steer, whatever you want to call it, telehandler. Had the chance when I was a very young man to actually have it work on a farm. It started off as a stable boy when I was 15, so I was helping look at the stables, being on petrified horses. Then I moved on to sheep rearing, which was really, really fun. Basically, you drive at high speeds on a quad. I was not the shepherd or the herdsman. Just helping a friend on the farm with some holidays. And yeah, they had this really old telehandler, and they called it training wheels. And it was to train you to operate, you know, to move bales. And one of my jobs was I had to get a square grass bale, put it on front of the telehandler and brush the floors with it, like as a sweeping brush, in the carbon shed. That was probably my favourite job. So once I left, I was offered employment by my friend's father. Once I sort of left school, we sort of drifted in different directions. You know, I knew there was, in hindsight, I think I knew there was no future for me there. You know, it's a family-run business, so we've always been a farmhand, and being young and ambitious, I wanted a bit more, probably. So I went working in Sports Direct to be ambitious. Yeah, that was just a Christmas temp job. I went from Sports Direct straight to, I was going from college to Sports Direct. I did that over Christmas. Now I left Sports Direct in January, and I was still working. Then I went to work in a bar for a little while. Didn't really like that. I didn't really like the atmosphere. So I did that for a little bit. Then for my level 2, I was employed as a carpenter for apprentice. But we mainly did porta cabins, so like non-solid structures, like rental structures sort of thing. So the big one we worked on for about a year was a doctor's was getting ripped down and rebuilt, and the company I worked for supplied the porta cabin. That was about a year watching that get put together. But when I wasn't on site, when I was in the yard, I was stripping all cabins out, taking skirts and door frames off, and getting ready for the next batch of customers. But it was hard work, you know. Then the financial crisis hit, and it seemed that everyone had stopped building, stopped developing. And I was let go, unfortunately. I was let go, and the guy I was working with, Gav, he'd heard no, sorry. I kept in touch with Gav, who was my supervisor, you could say. And I went and worked at a recycling centre. Because at this stage, obviously, I had a young child and I needed to provide for him. I got onto the recycling centre. Oh, why did I do that for? Because I didn't press square, you fool. Yeah, so I did that for a little bit. And then I was speaking to Gav one night, saying how I hate the recycling centre and it wasn't a nice environment, and how the hours weren't very family friendly. And he mentioned the flooring place, and I went there. I did my apprenticeship over again. I was probably one of the oldest apprentices there. And I did my apprenticeship, 20. What was I? I think I've been about 8. No, I must have been a lot older than that. I was in my 20s at least, I know that. And I did my apprenticeship in my 20s. This is all profit, this load. So yeah. I don't think it's going to be as much as last time. But 60,000 litres of silage is not. See, this is where the the contracts come into play. Obviously, you know, renting the windrow on the baler and the till for the telehandler. But that's where these come into play. You know, that's where you can afford to expand a little bit on that. $19,000. Nearly back to 72 we were on previously. Right guys, I'm going to leave it here for today. You've all been great. Thank you for coming along and watching. And until next time, happy farming.